Hello! Today we'll learn how to create new documents inside of the process. So we have just built in another tutorial a basic process for an incoming letter in our organization. Now, to understand it really well, I want to show you why we do it. So if I go into new incoming letter, the new incoming letter form gives us some details, but what it does, it basically directs the letter to the specific person. So we put here that it comes from a contractor to a specific department and the person, some of the person of this department. Right, so once this is done, then whoever enters the new incoming letter in the system, it directs to the specific person in an organization. In our process then, we want to redesign it a little bit. So let's go to this incoming process in here, into diagram, and redesign it that the reading part, an executor, an actor to receive this step of reading will not be a process owner who started the process, but we want any user from this field, employee, in here. Okay? And the same we will do with letter delivery step, that in here will be any user from the step employee. Okay? So these things we have changed. So now the letter will be directed to the specific person, an employee field on our form, but this we setting only when this is a user activity. So I want to change preparing a letter step for an automatic one. Now we have a lots of different activities to choose in here, and in here we used user activity so far. We can create a document, what we will do in a second. We can change some values, permissions. We can also go into loops, waiting actions, generating different attachments, communication of sending emails, and also all this low-code part where we go into calling REST API or executing SQLs inside of the process. What I want to do now, I want to create a new document, and the document I want to create is a document of outgoing letter. So the system will work, then I have an incoming letter directed to the specific person, and this person needs to make a reply, so it creates automatically an outgoing letter, a reply to this document. And then if this is an automatic action, as it is, we do not need a name of the path because it doesn't matter, and it's only needed when the person actually needs to click something. So in activity settings, however, we choose what we want to create. So we want to create a new document and not an incoming letter we are on, but we want to create an outgoing letter. It doesn't appear in here, so we press save, and it is because in general we need to use different documents to be available inside of this process. So once I have two data sources, now I can go into diagram, coming back into this step and choose I want to create an outgoing letter. Right, so to create it, it's very, very simple, as you can see. We can even select a process to be started on this document, so an outgoing process. But what's the best you can do? Some of the fields from the incoming letter you can copy to a new document. So let's add some fields. I want to add a contractor. So let's find contractor on an outgoing letter. I want to be set as a contractor from an incoming letter. Right. Another field I would like to change is a title. So a title on the outgoing letter, I want to have from an incoming letter. So I mention a title in here, okay, but this is just a title, but I would like to see that this is the answer, so I will add some beginning like this, right? So the system will generate the title with RE at the beginning and then the title of the incoming letter. Now, what else I want to change? I want to change that the department on the outgoing letter should be the same as department on an incoming letter. Okay, that's fine. And one last thing, I want to have the same with an employee. So the employee on an outgoing letter will be set to an employee from an incoming. Right. So I have set all these different fields to be copied, and now I can press save. And one last thing I want to do is once this document is created, on the path I want to add a relation. So in settings, I just do add change field value, and the relation on the incoming letter here, related documents on an incoming letter, I want to have it appended to a document I'm on. So I want to create a relation between the document I'm on to the document I have just created. So I mention a step in the system, and I want to have a document ID of the new created document added here. So basically, I create a relation now on this path, so the documents are binded. Let's press save, and let's see how it works now. So we leave in here, and we will start a new document, right? New incoming letter. I will call it test outgoing letter. And what we need is, we want to have a contractor, and we want to have a administration department, contracting department, and an employee, Zoe Roberts. And this is this relation part of the document. So I press save now and see the workflow. In a workflow, we are here on the executor step. Zoe Roberts needs to click prepare an answer. Once I have this one done, preparing a letter has been created, and it's finished here. Now if I go into document in here, you can see now that in the related documents I have a new document, an outgoing document with a title I wanted to be copied. And once I go inside, you can see that I have the title copied, I have a department, employee, and a contractor all already on this new outgoing letter done. So this is how you create documents inside of the system, and this is basically how you can create an automatic actions inside of the process. Check other tutorials in this part, so we will explain more cool features of our process design system. Thank you very much.